All right, so we back again in next game. Y'all know how we rocking, you feel me? Now you can go ahead, baby, go ahead, say what you gotta say. Let the people know.
Okay, so we're just gonna
My bad.
So we're just gonna be telling you guys kind of like it's like a story time / like advice on long distance relationships, because we've went through one for how long was that?
That had to be for about however long school is.
But that was only like a semester.
Yeah.
So probably like a few months.
From January
to like May. Yeah. January to May, we were doing a long distance relationship. So we just wanted to like give other people pointers on how to get through one, because a lot of people like are afraid of them because they don't trust the other person and they just think it's not going to work.
Yeah, most people feel like, because I'm not going to lie to y'all, that's one of the mistakes that I made was back in high school we were together. I left, so I broke up with her because, I was just thinking nothing can work.
Well, then too, we were both very young still, so there was no point in trying to do a long distance at that age.
Because it's like we had no control of anything.
No. Like, I was 16, he was 17.
So what, it wasn't a mistake?
What?
Because I thought that it was a mistake.
No, like, we were young.
I always had an old mind. She was young. But I never thought I would marry anybody, you feel me, that I went to school with or even like still be with them. Never thought that. But
same.
That's why I broke up with her quick as hell, like, boom. But look.
Boy.
So I didn't. Stop lying. But look.
Xanon, don't sit here and
No, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to say it.
Don't sit here and do that.
I'm going to sit here and I'm going to say the truth.
We only ended it because your ass moved.
Okay, but I'm going to tell them the truth, though. But
that's you moved.
Yeah, I moved, but I ended that shit. I was on the next flight out.
Doing this with you. Because you like to fucking lie.
Okay, but look. Scratch all that. Because we ain't even got to talk about that. But look. You said lie. Look.
Ended
okay,
because
I know why
moved.
we ended. Yeah, I moved.
Don't sit here and say you had to end it super quick.
I'm just saying, I did. I had to end it quick because I had to go. In your feelings. But look. Feelings right now.
POS.
She in her feelings right now, guys. But look. Like I was saying. Now you made me lose what I was telling them.
You weren't saying anything.
Whatever, man. Keep telling them what's going on.
So, for long distance relationships, the first thing is
communication.
Stop doing that. Okay, so the first thing, how to have a successful long distance relationship would be obviously communication. Before you guys even start the process, you guys both need to have a serious talk.
A serious talk? Did we have a serious talk?
Yeah, we did. We both had an understanding of what... I'm done doing
No,
this
I laughed
with
at you because you looking at me. Like, look how you was looking at me.
I'm done doing this with you.
Okay, look. Stop. You get so emotional. It don't make no sense. So, like she said, first thing to this long distance is communication. You have to communicate. You have to let each other know what's going on, what you're doing, just so the other one doesn't worry. It should be no time that you can really just go, you feel me, 2-3 hours and not text the person, let them know what's going on, or let them know beforehand how long, you feel me, you have an estimate of how long something is going to be. No, you don't even got to talk no more because you're too emotional. They don't want to hear you. They don't even want to hear you talk no more. But look, next thing. Watch out. You have something to say, I'll let you go.
No, I have nothing to say.
No, let them know your feel about the communication part.
You said it all.
I said, okay, so let them know what the next one is, baby.
So the next thing would be trust, which goes hand in hand with communication. Obviously, without trust, it's just not gonna work.
That's true.
Like at all. You can't really let people like get in your heads of like what the other person's doing.
That was something I went through. Like me being back all the way in the South. I was down there in Arkansas. Her being all the way back here in Chicago. And my boy's telling me like, yeah, do you really just think your girl at that crib faithful to you? And I'm like, oh man, you feel me? My head spinning. I'm like, man. But at the end of the day, like, of course that's your natural thing to think. I ain't gonna lie. If a dude told me that his girl was somewhere else and he was down here I don't think she faithful. You feel me? I just don't. But you gotta know who you with. Exactly. And that's the thing. I know exactly who I'm with. I know her ways. I know how she think and everything. So it was no doubt in my mind. I knew she was faithful. Mm-hmm. But let me have another girl. And I don't know who she is. You feel me? For real, for real. Okay, then she probably is cheating. You feel me? I don't know.
And that's the thing. We had an understanding before he even left of like how we wanted this to go. We were serious about it. So we made sure like we just kept up with each other a lot.
Yeah, even though like that is crazy that it all started because when I left, we had this thing of how we were gonna do things, and now it's still the same way. I don't think we ever should have started it. Look, man, it's crazy. She gotta know everything. Everywhere I go,
you want to know everywhere I go.
But you gotta know everywhere I go.
You even want to know if I'm on the toilet.
You know, that be you.
That's you.
Oh, no, that be you. Don't play with
That's you.
This girl crazy, y'all. Look, hit him with the next one, man.
The next one is like fighting temptation. Because temptation is everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
Temptation.
Why are you pointing at me?
Temptation.
Anyways, temptation is everywhere that you look, and it becomes even more, there's even more temptation like once you're actually in a relationship alone. So imagine once you do a long distance, it becomes a lot more.
Oh, it definitely does, because people just start coming for you left and right. It get crazy.
Yeah, it's kind of like people are more attracted to you if you're in a relationship, then let them find out you're in a long distance relationship. That's even that's more of a thrill for them.
It really takes for a long the key point of a long distance relationship, like to make it work, is both of y'all gotta have the understanding. Okay, we done with the games. Like, this is who I want. This is what it is. Like, you have to really just tell yourself, okay, I'm growing up. I'm not on none of that little kid shit. Like, don't get me wrong. To have, you feel me, have little thoughts, that's fun. It's fun to have a thought that you can call up here, there, and the third, you feel me? But you have to really tell yourself, okay, I'm ready to settle down. I'm going to be with one person, and that's what it is, you feel me? And both of y'all have to be in that understanding. Mm-hmm. Both, and you feel me?
And if you even have like any kind of doubt in your head, like you need to let the other person know. Like, don't sit there and just string them along.
Yeah.
Like, what? Like, just filling their head up, thinking like you guys can actually do this.
Like, don't get me wrong. I had my time where, you feel me? I was that way where I would have a girl and I'm bringing them along, knowing that I wasn't trying to be with them.
Okay, so basically just don't be that person that wants to just keep someone around because you don't want anyone else to have them, because that's not fair.
Yeah, like she said, don't be one of them people, you feel me? You just got somebody around because you just want them around. Like, understand that people can be your friend too, you feel me? Like, if y'all just that cool of people, but y'all don't click on something, y'all don't feel like y'all need to be together, just be friends.
Yep. Just don't hog people. Don't hog them.
Hog them?
Yeah, hug.
Do I
You know,
hog
like
you?
in basketball.
Do I hog you?
You do.
So I hog you from all these other dudes.
Yeah.
You think so?
Yep. And I hug you. So yeah, basically, you just really have to have an understanding before you even consider a long distance relationship, because not everyone can do them. We didn't think we would be able to do it at all, but somehow we did it.
True.
And we're still here to this day.
Cause look, she thought I was still my high school self. You feel me? Like, you gotta understand, in high school we gonna act a certain kind of way, but we grow up from that. And so she thought I was still like the same person I was from like high school. So I had to show it different.
Right. Yeah, he has changed from high school. Alright, so that is all for our advice video.
Make sure, you feel me, y'all tune in for the next video. Subscribe, you feel me, so y'all can keep it coming. So we can keep it coming. Why would they keep it coming?
Exactly.
Unless, you feel me, they keep, you feel me,